This is a warning. Today is April Fool's Day. Do not be fooled by moronic pranking radio DJs, co-workers, friends, or family. Beware of snapping bubblegum, objects that fall from doorways when entering a room, and the classic, hey, your shoe's untied. I repeat, this is a warning. It is April Fool's Day. Beware.
You know, I'm kind of torn with that because I hope we're not ruining it for some people, but oh well. Whoops. Sorry if we are. So here's what we're going to start off with this morning. If you have any ideas, because obviously we need to do this early so you can prepare.
Right.
If you have any...
And maybe we can put some input, maybe even help you.
Nice.
But mostly we just want to hear your ideas.
Yeah, anything you've ever pulled off on somebody, that worked out and is fairly easy to do, I think. So that way, those of us that have no idea what to do.
I just found out one of the best pranks, and I found out from you guys the other day, was very likely, all chances are, an urban legend. I told you about that girl that told me personally, oh yeah, my boyfriend did this to me, and I sewed shrimp up into his curtain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought that was the most brilliant thing ever. You'd never find it in a bazillion years. And then Jamie and Jack both go, oh, we heard about that.
Yeah.
I was crushed.
No, I think it's that whole peanut butter
Yeah.
surprise birthday party dog story.
And this girl was in every position to lie to me.
Yeah, I'm sure that
I mean, they start
with her
somewhere.
legs up. They usually are.
I think somebody, I think somebody somewhere did it, but I don't think she's the one if everybody's heard this.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. April Fool's jokes that have, don't you hate it, though, when they even go awry? Like, I've tried to pull off some, I'll explain in a minute, because it just made me feel like a doofus.
I don't think I've ever tried.
Yes.
Stench and I did a good one that wasn't April Fool's.
What was it?
We swapped out the tape that they run in the lobby with the porn tape. We swapped the labels, and when the receptionist put it in, boy, was she surprised.
You know, the only problem with that, Jack?
Yeah, well, the biggest.
As a employee of Clear Channel Communications, and this guy right here, if you...
If someone breaks the law by broadcasting indecent material on our air, they will not work for Clear Channel Radio.
Yeah. Goodbye. It's that guy, and yeah. By the way, we've
Do it on the air, though.
Well, I know, but he's also the guy that stood before the Congress and said that.
He's the guy that, would be mad at you for sexual harassment.
Right,
porn.
yeah.
I mean, our good friend Kathy in the waiting area seeing that.
That cost you about $250,000.
Easy.
100, 200.
Can't get blood from a stone.
I don't have that money. Go ahead. Go wild.
But no, what sucks is they dock your pay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll take them a lifetime to get that. I'll never work again. I just purposely not work.
But that's what sucks about, like, child support and all that crap is that they'll, like, you can say, like, oh, go ahead, blah, blah, blah. But
They'll
then
bleed
those
ya.
bastards, they can dock your pay.
And then they can jail you.
Yeah.
So they just kind of inadvertently did that to me. There is something so grotesque on a video cassette around here. And it's
the grandma porn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it's in the TV.
It's so nasty.
Yeah. And it's in the TV in our office. And the other day when I flipped up my laptop, I hit the on button, and the TV goes on, and I pull the laptop screen down to see what it is, and it's grandma porn.
It's foreign grandma porn.
Foreign grandma porn.
With double grandma action.
The only
I didn't
problem
watch
with
that far.
was that the only reason it's in there is because Danny goes, I gotta see this.
I know,
Right.
because, by the way, yes, you did see it that far, because I was writing to my stepson. We were writing back and forth, IMing, and you were, like, screaming, oh, my God. And I go, by the way, and I won't say his name, I said, you're never going to believe where I work. Right now, if I turned around, I said this to my oldest stepson.
Right.
If I turned around right now, I would watch two grandmas about 65, 70 having some hot grandma loving, and they're both overweight.
Now, I'm at the point, what I saw, there's still one grandma sitting on the couch going, I don't understand what she's saying, but she's saying like, oh, no.
But the other grandma I thought was really nasty, who said, do you want me to keep my teeth in or out?
God bless her.
That was wrong.
You speak lots of languages.
Oh, that was just wrong. Teeth in, teeth out. Ew. Then she put them out and she soaked them.
Well, at least she's hygienic.
Yeah, it was just wrong. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right, so when we come back, 1-877-487-9999. That's 1-877-487-9999. Any April Fool's day joke ideas, I guess.
Or ones that you've pulled off successfully before or that were successfully pulled off on you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That you have for other people. Feel free to participate and tell others how they can do this. Okay? Okay.
I did not
Wow.
see you dancing on the ceiling right there.
Very busy over here at the Radio Ranch.
Very busy.
All right, so first calls of the day. What we're doing this morning is obviously it's April Fool's Day, so we're getting some of your ideas. I was totally blank because I want to call the popster and do something funny because he's into that stuff.
Yeah?
I can't think of anything.
Bob seems like he would love a good
Oh,
prank.
he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to probably do one to me. All right, so here we go. First call of the day. This is Paula. Hi, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Last year, my friend and I, she loves her car, we were at the gym. So I had another friend distract her, and while she was talking to her, I took her keys and I moved her car to the other side of the parking lot.
Hey.
Cute, fun, easy,
So then when she
except
left,
for...
she was like, my car was stolen. It was really funny.
You know what? The only problem, and this happened, my friend bought one of those brand new Corvettes,
Yeah.
brand new shiny Corvettes in the 80s, and it had one of those glass tops that set on it, you know?
Right, yeah.
Well, same thing, Paula. The guys over there at the Holiday Inn where he worked, they thought it'd be funny to move the damn thing. Why he had a Corvette and worked at the Holiday Inn? He was in management.
Yeah. And saving his money.
Yeah.
Some people are good at that.
And he was in the National Guard. Anyway, so so they got in his car and they moved it.
Yeah.
And well, hold on. So
Sorry.
he just set the little T-tops on, and when they hit the gas, it flew off
Oh.
and burst into a million pieces. Not so funny.
Not so fun. You know what? I have a personal problem with that joke.
Because you have like those little, well, you used to have those little bottles in your car.
No, because Jack and Stench do it to me all the time.
I know they do.
And it works
Every time. I actually hid my car today. Because
So-
I can't bring myself to carry keys. I hid my car today.
So what? She just stood out there and looked around for it?
But she was crying. She thought it was stolen. She was like, where's my car? I parked it right here. I always park right here. And it was after a while, we were like, okay, we moved it. It's over there.
Oh, just be careful. They have T-tops.
Okay.
Did anyone ever tell me eventually, or did I find? I think somebody had to tell me you'd moved my car.
My favorite was the day that we moved Danny's car, or
Uh-huh.
at least in his head. He called everybody, where did you put my car? What did you do? And he had forgotten his keys and parked on the street.
I forgot my car key. I came back up and come on, you guys.
Oh, you just
This
forgot
is
where
not
you
that
parked.
funny.
All right, Paula, hold on. You're the first call of the day, okay?
Thanks.
All right, hold on. I'll give you something pretty. Oh, my God, it's crazy. Here's Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm very well. I have a joke that my mother played on my father 20 years ago, back when answering services were popular.
Are you the result of that joke?
No, I'm not. But she called up his answering service and said, you need to have him call Miss Myra Maines very immediately. It's very important. And so he called up a funeral home and said, hi, is Myra Maines there? And they said, obviously,
Myra
somebody has
Maines.
played a April Fool's joke on you. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Very funny.
Myra Maines.
I like that, Myra Maines.
Yep.
Myra Maines is a good one. Your mom's funny. That's a good
That's
one.
a good one, Myra Maines.
I only know that Mike guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You can't really say that on the air, no.
I know his sister Helen.
Here is, I'm like working that one out in my head. Here is Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly.
Good morning.
Hi.
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 What can we do
Hi.
So I got a mean one.
for you? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, this was a few years ago. I was working in Florida at a country club, and the chef really, really hated the athletic director.
Mm-hmm.
So for April Fool's Day, he took a scallop, pounded it paper thin, placed it between two pieces of paper, and filed it in his office.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. It took
that's-
a week for Joey to find it, and it smelled
Oh,
nasty.
and Joey,
Joey
laughed.
laughed. Yo, because if you watch Friends, those Joeys aren't too bright.
Well,
No,
that's
this guy wasn't either.
yeah.
The athletic director. What do you
Yeah,
want?
yeah.
He's probably getting lucky a lot with those matronly country club members.
Have you ever tried to do? Well, we do it every day. Tried to do something funny and it just didn't work out. I'll explain.
Okay.
And I don't know why I thought this would be funny, but I just did. All right, so I have a friend that I've dated before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to him on the phone, and I had a tombstone pizza in the oven.
Right on.
I love those tombstone pizzas.
And they were good slogans that'll stick in your head forever.
Put it on my tombstone?
Mhm.
What would you put on your tombstone? Something like that?
Yeah.
What would you do with a Kit Kat bar? No.
Another good one.
Yes. Anyway, so I get the original and I peel off all the pepperoni because I really like cheese, but they never have cheese. So I put the tombstone in the oven and I'm talking on the phone to this boy, and he was gonna pick up some extra tickets I had for not a Laker game, Jack. 'cause
Not
you
a
took them
Laker
all.
game, Jack.
It was to the theater, so he was gonna come by and get those, and I was gonna be gone. Well, we ended up talking. I go, oh my God, I forgot the tombstone pizza. So I go to the kitchen. I open it up. It's black. It is beyond black. I'm like, I can't believe that I burned this pizza. I was so hungry, blah, blah, blah. So he laughed, blah, blah, blah. So I left the tickets on the black pizza in an envelope because I thought it'd be kind of cute. He said, why'd you do that?
Yeah, you can get that.
And I said, because I thought it can be funny because I was talking to you, the tombstone pizza burned. I thought it'd be funny. Put it in an envelope with the tickets on top of it, kind of funny. He's like, wasn't funny. I put it in my car, it started stinking. I look over and there's a damn black pizza in my envelope.
Yeah, some of these work better than others.
I thought it was funny. But you know, I like it. Thank you,
I
Jack.
kind of like it. It's just that the recipient didn't even hate it. If he'd hated it, that's still a good April Fool's.
No,
But
you
when
gotta,
they-
yeah.
yeah, when they give you that,
When they belittle you.
yeah, they go, it's not funny.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
He actually used that word. I don't get it. And you're like, well, never mind then.
Yeah.
And then you get all pissed off. You're like, forget it. I was trying to be funny, and but there was nothing. Like what was funny about it?
Yeah.
And then they make you explain.
Oh, hate that guy.
I hate that guy too.
Unless after he was done, he said April Fools.
No, it was nothing about April Fool's. Like
I hate
don't
that
know,
guy.
like 3 weeks ago or something. I was like, it's funny. See how? Nothing. Anyway, so sometimes they go awry. So if you'd like to share those as well, you can. Like
Yeah.
when you think you're going to be funny and you trip somebody and then they end up falling and busting their head open and dying. Kind of funny.
I kind of did that one.
Yeah.
When I was like 16 with this girl, we went bowling. And it was a date, and there were other friends there. And she swung the ball back. Her name was Dawn. And she swung the ball back, and as it started to swing forward, I pushed it to make it go really fast. And she just fell all over the floor in front of all her friends. We were 16. She was mortified.
Yeah, she probably had on a mini skirt.
I don't remember. Maybe.
I'm just picturing like in TV, you know, it goes up over their head and it has like a Kremlin under it and all that. Anyway.
It has a gremlin under it?
Yes, a gremlin. Yes, a gremlin.
A car?
A Kremlin.
Oh.
Anyway.
Is that like ruffles or something?
They have ridges.
You
Yeah.
mean crinoline?
Kremlin.
Crinoline? Ruffles?
Yeah, it
Crinoline.
had that. It had ruffles.
Do you know how I know crinoline?
How?
Because that's the word you beat me on Sex Wars. I didn't know what crinoline was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't even remember that show. Oh, my God. You know, the same thing, well, it happened to a friend. They were, you know, thought it'd be funny to push some kid's mouth down in the water fountain.
Broke his tooth.
Oh, no, that whole thing went up into his face. Yeah, I laughed. Hey, by the way, just an official little reminder for you that tonight you set your clocks 1 hour forward. Is it forward?
Right.
Yeah.
So we lose an hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why in the middle of the week?
It's a leap year. So, yeah, so 1 hour forward. By the way, this is funny. The official spelling is daylight saving time. Everybody says daylight savings time.
Right.
It's saving, just so you know. I don't know why they give it with the reminder.
They do that with New Year's Eve.
It modifies time and tells us more about its nature. It's a verb, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it says similar examples would be dog walking time or book reading time. Huh? I don't know. It's just the whole thing. So, all right, tonight, 1 hour forward, my friends. Tomorrow we'll be exhausted.
Right.
I know that
I'm
never
already
goes.
tired now just from having done it.
And you know what? I'm going to do it now because I never remember that crap.
Don't do it now. You can't do it in the middle of the show.
Well, no. I meant like, you know, I have to like all the clocks in our office and stuff do it now because I'll never remember. I never remember that crap. And then.
No, certainly. Does anybody actually do it at, what is it, 1 in the morning? You're supposed to do 2 in the
something like
morning?
that, yeah.
Does anybody do it then, or you just do it when you're after dinner? All right, cool.
All right. So don't forget that's tonight, 1 hour spring forward, fall,
Right,
backward.
Right.
I like that they did that spring forward, fall backward.
Me
Otherwise,
too.
very confused by a sea outside of spring.
I also like the have a nice fall, have a nice trip.
Oh,
I always
yeah,
like that one.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what we're talking about is what are we talking about, Jack?
April Fool's jokes.
April
Fool's
Fool's
jokes.
jokes, either gone awry or some that you can pull off on your friends.
Right.
And if you have any suggestions, we're going to take them for a little bit, just a couple minutes longer. All right, so here we go. I'm pushing a random button.
Random button is pushed.
Getting Garrison. Hi, Garrison.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello,
Hi.
Garrison.
We're good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
On my way to work, unfortunately.
Oh, yes, Garrison. I'm at work right now.
Oh, really?
Me
I didn't
too.
notice.
I got there already. I beat you.
Anyway,
I've
go ahead.
I've got a great April Fool's joke.
Okay.
Have you heard of little wireless devices that you can plug up in your house called X10? They can turn on and off lights and appliances and stuff.
I've heard of stuff that can do it. I've never heard the name.
Yeah, the old X10. Yeah, you can't. You know, the wattage.
Flux capacitor?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. That's
You use
stuff,
it on the conduit.
No. Right.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. She knows what she's talking about.
Joyce
Listen to her
DeWitt's
more
brother.
often, Danny.
I said conduit. That's always an electrical term. You can
Right.
always use it.
And I said Joyce DeWitt. Any member of Three's Company, always funny.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Anyway, what, Garrison?
So we had an April Fool's party at my boss's house one day. And so I had a bunch of these wireless X10 devices in my car that can control things, turn on and off lights and appliances and stuff. So what I did was during the party, I went out to my car and casually picked up all these little devices. And then during the party, I snuck away into all little rooms in our house and plugged up every single light, every single appliance I can get my hands onto, like stereos and stuff. And I tried to mimic the movie What Lies Beneath. You know how, like, when stuff would come on mysteriously?
Yeah.
And so at 3 in the morning, I came back and started controlling everything in our house. It freaked her completely
Oh,
out.
that's creepy.
That's nice. I like it.
That's like.
The best part was I went actually back to work and picked up a fog machine and then hooked that up in her bathroom. So just like the scene in What Lies Beneath.
How
where
come
the
you
fog-
have such access to your boss's home?
Well, I mean, it was a party. Everyone was everywhere in the house.
But you said you went back.
Well, yeah, no, I actually left the party to go get a fog machine, plugged that up in her bathroom, so I flooded
But if
her.
okay, not to. But if it's an April Fool's party,
It was an April Fool's party, yes.
So
And
everybody's
so
gonna.
we were supposed to be playing pranks on each other. Now, I didn't play any pranks on anyone through the entire day, and so my prank was at 3 in the morning, actually from the second I
You
got
had me through the X10, but you lost me at the smoke machine.
Just stick with the word conduit.
Okay.
And Joyce
See, the
DeWitt.
conduit and the flux capacitor were
Yeah, those
There
are
you
key
go.
to a story.
All right.
Thanks, Garrison.
Come on.
That wasn't
Bye.
even his name. The X10. Isn't that the name of the guy, of the girl on My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Oh, that's R2D2 or something. Andrew.
Yeah,
Hi, little feller. How old are you?
11,
11 years old. Now, what happens in an 11-year-old's life? Like, what grade are you in?
6th.
6th grade. Wow, that is cool. Is that like junior high? What, 7th, 8th?
7th.
Are you're not in junior high, right? They don't call it junior high yet.
They call it middle school.
Middle school,
I
right?
never got to middle school. We only had elementary, junior, and high.
And Andrew, what's the mascot right there? At your
What?
what's your middle school mascot?
Puma.
Oh, the
Oh,
Fighting
the Puma.
Pumas, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, so Andrew, what did you do to your mom? I see that you did something to your mom.
Last year, I rubber band the hose on the sink
Now that's a good
and
one.
aimed it to her. So
Oh,
when
nice.
she
That
put
is
it
a
on
good
to
one.
make breakfast, it sprayed at her.
No, you know what, Andrew? That is such a good one. In fact, you should do it again because she won't remember.
She's listening right now.
Oh,
But that is a good one. For those of you who don't know exactly what he's talking about, if you have one of those
Spray
hoses, you just set it down so it's pointing at whoever would be turning on the sink and use a rubber band to have the handle open so it squirts. That's a good one.
That is good, Andrew. You're
We have one here,
oh,
but rubber bands are on the 4th floor.
I know, but you should do it. That's fun.
I'm against practical jokes.
Okay. Anyway, Andrew.
Yeah?
Also, do you have a dad?
Yeah.
Well, you almost said no. How come?
Well, my parents are divorced.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's sad.
When are you gonna see your pops next?
A week after Easter, I think.
Oh, right. Well, you can put a balloon in the toilet, and when Papa Smurf wakes up in the middle of the night and doesn't turn on the light, it'll scare the bejesus out of him when he goes and pees.
And bejesus scaring, always funny.
All right, Andrew, you're a cool kid. Have a great day at school. All right.
Okay.
See you later.
That's a great joke.
Bye.
Has anybody ever done the cellophane on the toilet seat thing?
No, I did the balloon in the toilet.
I've heard of the cellophane where you make it so there's no bowl, if you will. It's just
Right.
flat. And I've heard of it working.
Sounds messy.
But I've seen it done. Yeah.
I don't want anything where I really have to clean up too much.
Yeah.
This is a warning. Today is April Fool's Day. Do not be fooled by moronic pranking radio DJs, co-workers, friends, or family. Beware of snapping bubblegum, objects that fall from doorways when entering a room, and the classic, hey, your shoe's untied. I repeat, this is a warning. It is April Fool's Day. Beware.
I like the siren at the end. Okay, if it just falls off.
I hate sirens when I'm driving my car.
I know. I bet a bunch of you are like, oh my God.
April Fool.
Isn't it stupid, too, when the cops are behind you, you just become like this criminal. You know, you start sweating, you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, everything's wrong. Oh, I'm so...
I was in my big old Titan the other day, man. There was a motorcycle cop just on me on the freeway. And I thought, how fast have I been going? Because when I saw him, I just took my foot off the gas for a minute. And you just do. You sweat bullets and you watch him out the side of your mirror, but you don't want him to see you watching him.
Right, and then you try to act casual, which makes you look nervous.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Me either.
All right, anyway, we will finish up these little pranks you pulled, pranks that went wrong, blah, blah, blah. Here
Blah, blah,
is
blah.
Zara.
I'm going to go with Zara. Of course, if she doesn't answer to it, I guess I'd be wrong.
It might be Sarah. Oh, we might never know.
We might never know.
Here's Bren. Hi, Bren.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jamie. I just want to tell you I've been listening to you since I was 16 years old when you were in Colorado.
And I'm 40.
How old are you
I have
now?
9 kids. My kids are in
I'll
college.
be 25 in September.
25, and you listened since what age? 16? 17?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
16.
16. Wow, you know, I have been right there with you, Bren. That has been a long time.
It's been a long career.
Yes, there's been marriages, there's been infidelity, there's been biting, there's
That
been
was
kicking.
just this week.
Yeah, Bren, it's been a very long life. Anyway, what can we do for you?
Well, my husband has this Jeep Wrangler.
My husband. She was 16 when she did this thing.
No, we just married last year.
Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He has this Jeep, and I could tell you, like, I'm not pregnant now, but I could just see when I do get pregnant, it'll be, like, time to go to the hospital, and he'll be like, well, where's the Jeep? You know, it'll be time to go. Like, this guy loves his Jeep. So this morning I called his mom, and she lives in an apartment complex where there's a parking lot in the back, and I drove the Jeep over there. I parked it back there and locked it all up so nothing hopefully can really happen to it.
Right.
Yeah. You know it
And
will.
I hope not. Well, we have 2 vehicles, and he carpools to work for 1 week. So his buddy drives the next week. So I took my vehicle to work, and I went and parked his. But I brought our keys back inside and the faceplate to the radio, and it's all inside where it's supposed to be. And I left a ransom note that I had his little brother write about, you know, what he has to do to get the vehicle back. So that way he doesn't call the police, because that was, like, my big fear. So... And I went, of course, around the house and hid a bunch of other stuff that he might be looking for.
So this is more of an April Fool's kind of sex game, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
No!
It'll end up being
Yeah,
that.
sure
They
will.
always
Look
are.
what I found.
Yeah.
This guy, like, tricks everybody. I mean, like, his grandfather, like, trips on a stair, and no one's off limits to this guy.
No,
He will
you
not
know,
do
though,
anything.
you know that he's going to be mad at you because you put the Jeep over there and it was in an unsafe place. I mean, if he really loves this Jeep, he's going to be mad at you.
That's okay. I'm willing to take it.
Do you think
After
he will
some
be
of the
mad?
things he's done to me.
Do you think he will be mad?
No. I think he'll actually think it's funny because he's always saying one day someone's gonna get me. Because he's always.
Jack says it's not funny.
You know, it'd be funny now is if we go and steal that Jeep.
Or just set it on fire?
If y'all see a Jeep locked up behind an apartment complex, go get yourself one. Just kidding,
Yeah.
Bryn. All right, Bryn, well, let us know how it goes tomorrow, but I'm guessing he's going to be mad. That's just a guess.
I don't think the ransom note was a good idea. I think you should have toughed this out.
Oh, he'll call the police.
He'll call the
Good.
police.
Krispy Kreme
Yeah, but the police don't need all that hassle.
like
Yeah, I'm
that.
sure they
And
do.
then it's filing a false police
It's April
report.
Fool's Day.
No, it's filing a false police report, and then everybody gets in trouble.
Not if he believes it's stolen and she's not home to stop him.
And she'll get in trouble.
See, but yeah, then he'd be mad for sure, but a better April Fool joke.
By the way, they even said today that the dispatch is on alert of April Fool's type jokes. And I guess there was a hamster stuck in a copy machine, and they called the fire department, and they thought it was a joke, but there really was a hamster caught in the
I
copy
hate it
machine.
when that happens. Well, how do you think they power those things?
Right, exactly, that little wheel in there.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hey, Just wanted to let you know, guys. I know whether this works here. This is a political one. In my country where I'm from.
Jack, what has he said thus far?
I got in my country where I'm from, and everything before that was kind of.
Jack must transpose. Well, wait.
Okay,
we're
let
gonna.
me
Yeah.
hear some more.
All right, David, go ahead.
My country where I'm from. Actually, in the newspaper industry.
Go ahead.
The country I'm from, actually in the nude pornography industry.
No.
Yes.
Guys compete, like the journalists. Like I was working.
They compete with generals, like.
Yes.
Guys compete to like make the biggest joke, and it gets on the front page. So you can't really trust those front page stories on April Fool's Day.
Uh-huh.
They actually, the biggest one was this, like a president of a neighboring country.
What?
Okay, well, in his country, guys compete for the biggest jokes, and they actually make the headlines of the newspaper, so you can't believe the newspaper.
Right.
And then
Yes.
So, well, you could say that maybe President Bush was killed in an accident.
Oh, that's
Well, you can't say it on this radio station.
You can't say it in this country.
What's that?
You can't say it in this country.
Is that allowed?
It's not allowed.
But Kerry would love it.
Yes, Gary would love it.
Where are you from?
I'm from Africa.
Africa, home of the fighting Africans.
Yes, actually.
What's that?
It's just a little unrest happening there, huh?
I didn't hear that. I can't hear that.
There are very sleepy Africans. Your country is full of unrest.
Oh, yeah, but well, we're used to it, so most of those jokes don't really work unless you have to really, like, you make the story.
Go ahead. Bring it, Jackie. What was that one?
I have no.
Come on. Something about muscle relaxants or something.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. All right. Well, David, yeah, you don't say that in this country or else they'll put you in jail, okay? Just so you know. Okay.
Don't believe all that freedom of speech stuff. Don't
believe
saying
it.
that stuff.
You know what's funny? I bet, as a foreigner, you don't even think about that. You can't say something like that.
Right, because I think foreign presidents and kings and stuff is just kind of laughable.
Right, yeah.
You say anything you want about them.
Anyway.
Like that wacky Kim dude in North Korea. That guy could not be crazier with that wacky Elvis hairdo and them big, thick bottle glasses and those nukes.
Yeah.
I'd shoot him. Can you say that?
I don't know.
Can you kill the North Korean president? Oh, okay, cool.
Lisa, hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, we're good. How are you?
Good. I pulled a stupid prank a long time ago when I was in college.
Yeah.
It was a toilet thing. You know those pop-its, those things you drop and they snap?
Yeah. Those little things that are wrapped up in paper and
Little
they have
gunpowder things.
like little rocks at the end and you snap them.
Yeah, exactly. I was in a hall that had like a community bathroom at the end, in my dorm. So I placed those underneath the toilet seat, like all around the rim on each of the toilets.
Right. So when they'd sit down,
it would pop. And
right.
make all this noise.
Funny.
Good.
And then on top of the toilet seat,
Except
I
for
put
the fact that
shaving cream.
You touch that kind of disgusts me. But
Yeah, that is kind of gross.
Sometimes you got to put the effort in for a good gag.
Yeah.
And so then the shaving cream went on top because, you're half asleep and you don't really look that carefully. And
Right.
Right. Funny. Great. Lovely.
And it was funny. We got a couple people. It was funny until I remembered the blind girl in the hall. And
Oh, that's just rude.
She had just finished starring in Ice Castles.
You forgot about the roses. Oh my God, I just got all caught up in talking about everything I forgot. Hey, Stench, tonight you set your clock spring forward.
Yeah, duh.
Oh.
How does everybody know that?
It is a weird thing, isn't it? That everybody just knows somehow. Like
Right.
one day you wake up and you're like, oh yeah. So 1 hour forward, spring forward 1 hour. It's a leap year, so they're doing it, I don't know.
Now.
Right now at 6:50. No,
No,
I'm kidding.
no.
Tonight, I know. All right, anyway, we have a couple of other phone calls. Were we talking to Zara? What was that?
No, we tried to talk to Zara and we couldn't. She wouldn't answer.
Yeah, bitch called back, I think. I don't know. Zara?
hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I had to call. I was trying to call you. The minute you said talk about different pranks you were pulling, because I was sitting outside of my boyfriend's house with my mom, and we, worked out this prank where we got my brother's really old Saturn, and it has, different colored door, and the hood's blue, and the rest is red, and it's a piece of whatever. And at 5 o'clock this morning, we parked it behind his car in the driveway, so it looked like some drunk person went in and just parked behind his car. It's going to have a friend. My sister.
I think I've lost this story.
Yeah, I'm not completely
Now, is there? Hold on a second. Monica, can you come here? This is Monica, everybody. Monica's getting, no, sorry. She's engaged.
Getting married.
How much longer till you get married there, sister?
1 month.
1 month.
I still have that invitation in my briefcase. I better give that to Gretchen.
Jack, can we get a big calendar where we can tear off the days like the
Yes.
Countdown?
Yeah,
That's a great
like
idea.
Ryan Seacrest does for Janet Jackson. We could do it for Monica's wedding.
Big Monica picture.
Yeah.
Throw it behind an airplane.
Yeah, and then have our billboard right behind it because we're in love with ourselves. Yeah,
All right.
okay. Oh, I'm sorry, projecting.
Why do we have the Miss Medina in here?
Well-
And she's only Miss Medina for another 30 days.
Oh,
Who will you be?
By the
I'll
way-
be Mrs. Ordorica.
Ordorica.
Mrs. Ordorica. I know, Jamie.
Monica Ordorica.
I know.
Monica Ordorica. That's a mouthful.
It is.
Now, I don't know. Did I tell you guys this on the air or off the air? I can't remember. Sometimes my whole life just melts together. You know, Monica and Pancho are doing their bachelorette parties together.
We're doing co-ed bachelorette
Is that
party.
the dumbest thing?
Yes.
Because here's what's going to happen. Because we've all been out. She's going to be that girl. Have you ever gone out with your girlfriends and then one of the girls ends up calling her boyfriend going, go ahead, honey, you can meet me at Houlihan's. We're the girls and I were all over here. You can meet us over here. And then she's the girl like loving on her husband or
You're
her
all
boyfriend.
sitting there like spazzes, drinking out of your straw shaped like Hoozits.
Yeah, and like we're the girls, and then one girl brings her. So I know Pancho and you guys are connected at the hip.
We are.
And he's afraid of you.
Yeah, and so he's gonna call, and they're gonna hook up, and then all these girls are gonna be like, "Why do we even come here?" Because Pancho's like ruining the entire
Right.
time.
No, we've
But-
made rules that we can't even go to the same places. We're gonna be at
Uh-huh.
opposite ends of the strip. We're gonna
Wait. So when you say together, you don't mean in the same room or the same club.
no,
You just
no.
mean the same night.
We're
In
all going to
Vegas.
Vegas the same weekend. He's going with his boys. I'm going with
Where
my
are you
girls.
staying?
We're gonna stay at the Sahara
Where's he staying?
at a different place. I'm
Swear?
not sure yet. Yeah, he's booking it.
This could possibly work, don't you think?
No, they all hook up at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the night, it'll be okay if he comes home from all the strippers that have been grinding on him and stuff, all worked up, and comes over to see his fiance who can no longer wear white. I think that's the way to go.
But see, I think this. See, Monica really, because she has only been with Pancho.
Yeah, I think you should go and rage against the machine.
Well, and that's the thing. This is your. I mean, this is your weekend, if you will, and you guys
Right.
are going to be attached at the hip for the rest of your life. Like, breathe right now.
I know, but that's the plan, is that we're not going to see each other
Right,
while
but it's
we're
a
there.
stupid plan.
Yeah, but you guys know, like, the people that meet in high school and then they just stay together their entire lives. And then they get in that rut of, I bet this is what you guys do. You watch TV and you say, what do you want to eat?
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. I've been married 14 years.
I said to an ex-boyfriend of mine when I was dating a new guy, I go, I'm just sick of that rut of, all right, well, what movie you want to see? Where do you want to go to eat? I'm like, the weekends become the what movie? Where do you want to eat?
Well, we're planning
What
on
video?
Yeah.
No, we're hoping to be able to do stuff finally together. That's the thing, is if you remember, we've never had sex.
You're gonna have sex with all your girlfriends in the room?
Awesome.
No, I mean, once we're married, we plan on doing stuff. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna travel. We're gonna.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
travel.
all those statements that are so untrue about marriage.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep it
fun,
alive.
we're gonna
And then there's the
travel.
pregnancy, my favorite. Hey, we are not gonna use the TV as a babysitter.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh God, if that kid will stop screaming because Barney's on, I'm all about you.
Oh, yeah.
No, you guys, you're gonna it's gonna be fun. First, it's fun because you play house and it's so fun, and you're like, oh my God, this is so fun, and you really are excited because it's like your dream. But then every day or every Friday, changing the sheets, and then you see skid marks, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Then you go into the bathroom right after him.
Yeah, and you're like, oh no, a floater. Frank's friendly floater, the 3Fs. It was a show I saw once.
Call Jamie and Danny.
This is a warning. Today is April Fool's Day. Do not be fooled by moronic pranking radio DJs, co-workers, friends, or family. Beware of snapping bubblegum, objects that fall from doorways when entering a room, and the classic, "Hey, your shoe's untied." I repeat, this is a warning. It is April Fool's Day. Beware.
Oh, yeah, so it's April Fool's Day. Woo!
Woohoo!
And we are not going to do any wacky radio stunts for you people. That's right. We're not that kind of radio station.
That's true. Very well said.
Actually, we should just talk like radio people.
Yeah,
Except for that gets annoying after about.
fast.
Plus, it's hard after a while. How do those people do it at the 80s?
You know, I think they become trained. Most people that I know that are jocks, it's like been their whole lifelong dream to listen to radio in their room, and it carries over, and I think they end up naturally speaking like this in day-to-day life.
How about this for all of you that are called the big show? You gotta talk like a radio person. Because you know you're doing it in your car right now.
Okay, that might be funny. That might be funny.
Jack, you want to give it a try? It's 3 after the hour. I didn't go to math school. It's
53 minutes before.
57. You forgot math college.
I went to math college.
Good, Jack.
I don't think I can
Oh,
do
I
it.
think you need to give it a try. My God.
Come on, Jack. Give it a try.
I
Oh, my
think
gosh.
it's
So
a-
fun.
I don't want to insult our neighbors.
We're in a big building with like 12 radio stations. Which one are you talking about?
There's
Jack?
no I in team, Jack.
That's right. There's only me and me too. I don't know. Ouchie. All right. So anyway, it's
I can't believe you're letting Jack off the hook. I really want to hear him do it.
Me too, Jack. Go ahead. Give it a try ski.
I honestly can't do it. I'm
There
trying.
you go. I can't really do it either. I'm just making the Big Ted compliment.
Hey, Africa come on. Play the hits. That's
Good morning
right.
to you.
What is that?
Running late, sounding great.
Smash 'em or trash 'em.
Hey,
Coming up. Yeah.
We
that's-
got stacks of wax coming for you. Running
Playing
late.
the hits and showing our. No, that's not
It was all fun till they put on an eye.
it. Until Janet Jackson did it. Oh, by the way, speaking of which,
Speaking of Miss Jackson.
Jack, could you prepare clip number 1? Preparing clip number 1, Jack. Anyway, speaking of the FCC, I always go into that Eminem song. The FCC.
And you do such a fine job of it, too.
Do you know what song I'm talking about? The FCC won't let me be. And he's wearing like a Superman outfit and stuff.
All his songs blend into one.
Yeah, one really long, fast song full of words.
Yes, that's true, Daddy. Oh my
Yes.
God. That's it. That's it.
Is this it?
Yeah.
It's the real Slim Shady then.
I'm the
It
real
can't
Slim
be
Shady. The FCC won't let me be, Daddy.
In the real Slim Shady?
Yes, that's what they say.
I'm Slim Shady. It's the real Slim Shady. How you feel?
All right. Anyhoodle, Jimmy Kimmel and our friend Howard Stern as well have been talking about how Oprah was talking about tossing something. Can I even say?
Yeah. No?
I don't think so because it's used in a sexual way. I don't.
It's what is it? It's like one of those. What's the word? It's not a true word in the.
Slang term.
It's a slang term. Thank
Right.
you. It's a slang term for
You can't do that.
having a certain kind of as sexual act.
Okay.
Right.
It says it in the clip.
Oh, all right. Well, then here's what it is. Jack, go ahead.
Let's talk about that secret language, Michelle. Yes. I didn't know any of this.
I've gotten a whole new
I did not
vocabulary.
know
Let me
any
tell
of
you.
this. Does this
Salad
mean-
tossing.
does this
I'm
mean
thinking
I am no longer here?
cucumbers, lettuce, tomatoes. Okay,
so-
I am
okay,
definitely
so
not
what
him.
is a salad
Okay,
toss?
a tossed salad is, get ready, hold on to your underwear for this one. Sex. So, sex to the...
I'll never know.
Thank God.
And they did that on Oprah?
Yeah, but the beeps I put in there.
What? Oh, you
Yeah.
did?
Really? You
Oprah didn't do those?
Oprah didn't have the anvil falling?
How can like Kimmel plays that clip all and shows the people? How does he get away by playing a clip that's obscene?
Right.
Wait, how does he? How is there a clip of a show still on the air where the clip is obscene? How does Oprah still exist after doing that?
She's
I wouldn't explain that one. Yeah. You know, I mean, it is Oprah, and because it is Oprah, she could do tossing of the bratwurst.
Yeah, but it's like
It's a different one
Doesn't
nobody
seem
knows
fair.
about.
if you said the F word right now and then I said, you just said the F word and said it back, it's the same thing. We've both said it now. How does he get away by playing it? And everyone's playing that clip now.
Yeah, I know everybody is going, well, why isn't she fined, you know?
She should be.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
absolutely.
Under the current circumstance, she absolutely should
But so should all of us that played the clip and didn't edit it.
Right,
Right, but
And
we
we're-
did.
And we are because, we have B-Rad as the big boss, and he's scary with his hairy chest shining.
Shining.
Somebody make him just button one button. Just one.
You make him. He's giant. I
give
ain't make him do anything.
$1,000, and for the rest of the time that he's here at the Radio Ranch, he just keeps it buttoned. I know.
Just one?
Just one. Just one more up. Just one more.
If he buttons one more button than he already buttons,
Uh-huh.
you'll give him $1,000.
But he has to keep it that way for the remainder of my time here at the Radio Ranch.
Okay.
I will give him $1,000.
Now, see what I would do,
Mm-hmm.
just to be a complete jerk, is have the buttons lowered, so I could technically button one more button, and you'd owe me $1,000.
Well, I have an area.
Yeah,
I have an
see what
eye
you mean.
area.
Right.
Yeah.
Above the nipple.
Yes. I can't believe his girlfriend lets him go out like that.
I know,
That's the
she's
thing.
hot, too.
And she's
Ooh.
hot and she's
Is that
styling.
smart to say about your boss's girlfriend? That
I mean, she's
hot?
like got it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't get it. I don't know. Anyway, all right, Jack. One more time with the old Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Let's talk about that secret language, Michelle. Yes. I didn't know any of this.
I've gotten a whole new
I did not
vocabulary.
know
Let me
any
tell
of
you.
this. Does this
Salad
mean-
tossing.
does this
I'm
mean I
thinking
am no longer hip?
cucumbers, lettuce, tomatoes. Okay,
so
I am definitely
so
not
what
hip.
is a salad
Okay,
toss?
a tossed salad is, get ready, hold on to your underwear for this one. Sex. So, sex to the
See, we had to edit that on Oprah.
Yeah.
They played it.
Yeah.
Our friend Stench put those little
Put
things
those
in.
anvils dropping.
Yeah.
Which I thought came naturally.
I have a question.
Yes, Jack, you're elongating, but
Well-
yet leaning the other way, which is weird.
What was the topic on Oprah that day?
Secret slang.
Oh, it was? That was the whole topic?
That was that topic.
Did
Well,
they
no,
do
That was the clip, but it was obviously about prison stuff, I think would be right.
prison?
No.
No, what kind of... You
That's
need to
Jack,
hear the
what's going
unedited
on?
one.
No, I know what it is.
Well, that's not prison necessarily.
No, yeah.
Just
no,
good, clean fun.
I've seen the same America Undercover that you saw on, but
Yeah.
it's a standard sexual saying. And she says, now what about these secret slangs? I didn't know any of these.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a segment on, what people are saying right in front of you that you're unaware of.
Yeah, like we did before Janet showed her boob. Remember we'd tell people on the air? Those were the good old days. We'd actually tell them what it was.
Right.
That Janet. Who knew a Jackson could change our government?
Twice.
How shameful. How very shameful. Anyway, all right, we have several different phone calls. Also, we need to find out that, what's his name, the president of the FCC?
Powell.
Yes. You gotta love the Powell. Anyway.
I like his dad.
What's
Colin
his
Powell?
Colin,
I like him a lot.
Yes. Anyway, he now is like kind of becoming a little wishy-washy, I think. Now he's saying, well, I'm not sure if artists should be fined.
Right.
Because it's just so crazy all of a sudden I was giving away a Hummer for the summer, friends.
Right.
And if you heard that commercial, and my company had me do that commercial, I was doing a lay a day in the month of May. My legs were spread open on a billboard in all of Los Angeles because my company asked me to do that.
You didn't do that on purpose?
I didn't just volunteer.
volunteer?
No.
Hey, come to think of it, I was stark naked, 10 feet tall on Hollywood Island, but I did ask to do that.
And now all of a sudden, they're like, oh, Jamie's so scary. Oh, my God. Hey, you people are the ones that paid for me to be a lay a day in the month of May and a Hummer for the summer.
It's a different time, Jamie.
Well, now all of a sudden they want me to be a different person. I'm like, you can't put me with my legs all spread open like that and then just go, and now we want you to be a nun. By the way, I knew some slutty nuns, but that's a whole different.
I was going to say, I was not at the meeting where somebody asked you to be a nun and kept a
then
straight
you're not
face.
listening, by the way. You're not listening. I don't mind sharing the Susan's Healthy Gourmet.
Cool. Thank you. It's delicious.
But Susan, if you're listening, can you start bringing doubles? Susan, Susan'sHealthyGourmet.com. Jack even enjoyed a little indulgence of the Susan's.
Blueberry pancakes and sausage is excellent.
Yes, rock on.
I actually saw him rifling through the fridge, which is nothing because I do it. But like a little kid, he goes, I like the pancakes. Just like that.
Our friends at Susan'sHealthyGourmet.com providing, meals for me every week. But I'll be damned if they're just always gone. Anyway, that's all right.
Well, at least nobody sneaks them. We just steal your
Oh,
food
no,
right
you
in front
do.
of your face.
And you know what? Just like everything in life, I mean, even if you cheat on me, just tell me.
Right.
I'm more apt to move along in the relationship. If you lie to me, just tell me, you know what? I just lied to you. That was stupid. I'll let it go.
All right. I'm sleeping with another food company.
Shut up. Anyway, it is April Fool's Day. Woo!
Whoa! I might have one.
Okay.
You know our intern Frodo?
Yes. I mean, yes.
Well, we have set him up with an agent. He has a meeting.
An Asian?
Oh, shut up. So he called me last night at home, and he said, I hope I'm not bothering you, and then proceeded to bother me.
You did it to yourself, dude.
Yeah, I know. So he's got this meeting with this agent.
Yes.
And he said, should I have a monologue prepared? Or they want one or whatever. And I said, yeah, go ahead. And he said, well, I've got this comedy bit that I do.
Oh, boy.
And I said, well, take
this
that.
Is funny.
But you should bring something, that other people have done. They know what actors sound like when they do it. What if I call her now and tell the agent that when he gets there, he needs to do a nude scene or needs to do the monologue naked and to stay stone-faced? Like, if you're not a professional, if you're not prepared to make the commitment.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a good
Frodo's
one.
standing there naked, to be or not to be.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
What?
Why Frodo have you picked? We've had
Yeah.
so many more talented and
better
better looking and more
and
interesting interns.
normal.
I never felt we had any intern that would go the distance like Frodo.
The distance where?
Well, we haven't sent him anywhere. He'd be willing to do anything. We had him arrested.
No, I
over
think
at,
that what's her Dixie, whatever the whatever her name is, the cute little Asian girl.
Oh, they're all Vicky to me.
Vicky, right? Well,
Yeah.
the cute one. She went to that gas station down there, hit on that guy, told him he was hot.
That's true.
Had a great personality.
Great personality.
She
smart.
did not have a great personality. She was
Frodo.
She was crazy.
And smart as a whip. She did a bunch of stuff for me, like in 2
Well, you know what
seconds
it is?
compared to Monica. I'm kidding, Monica.
Frodo is short and unattractive, so maybe I bond with him.
Oh, because he makes you feel tall.
He makes me feel giant and talented and clever and handsome.
Wow. I could see how that could happen.
Yeah.
All right, well then stay his friend.
I will. Well,
Yeah.
let's not get crazy.
You
I just
did it.
helped him out.
I think that
Got him a
you-
meeting with an Asian.
Just know that when he's standing in that office staring at that agent with a goofy look on his face and they're getting creeped out, they're thinking, Bonaducci sent us this guy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
like I sent them in there with no heads up. Like I didn't call them and say, now listen,
This guy's a little.
guy's a
bit-
little freaky.
My mom would never say anything bad about anybody. She'd always say they're different.
Yeah, Gretch too. Gretch is like that.
I can't do that. I just go, oh my god. Now that right there, friends, that's an April Fool's joke.
Right, Stench.
Are you gonna do anything to your wife?
No, she doesn't appreciate my humor because I'm not funny at all.
Gretchen, I was just talking to Gretchen. She wants me to do something to Boo.
Isabella?
She wants me to do something to Isabella.
Oh, I torture the children.
You do?
Yeah, you
See,
got to.
the
That's
one-
part of the. Yeah, you gotta.
The only one I could think of, because immediately before the sentence was even out of Gretchen's mouth, nothing to do with the cat. She'll freak out. So I can't tell her the cat's dead.
My dad would say school was canceled because of snow.
Well, I was
There'd be
thinking
no snow.
she just got advanced in gymnastics, and I was thinking maybe to call her up and say there was a mistake in the grading and she has to go back.
Now you told that little son of a gun that I can do that roundabout handspring back flip, right?
Oh, yeah. And Jamie's the gymnast. She, as a matter of fact, wants to see you do it.
Yeah, so do I. I think I can pull off a side wheel.
I don't even know what a side wheel is.
It's like
I know what a third wheel is.
It's when you have some cocktails and you think you can do a cartwheel, but your legs don't rotate all the way over your body. They're just going to go to the side.
That's not good.
And then you were like in a neck brace for a week.
Yeah. April Fools. Oh, it is Thursday, the new Friday of the millennium.
Yes, it is.
I'm very excited about that. Also, yesterday we were just talking about this, and it was weird, a weird coinkydink. A tree trimmer was found dead yesterday, right, smack dab here in Los Angeles, hanging some 30 feet above the ground. Guess?
A tree trimmer hanging.
30 feet off the ground. Dead.
Attacked by birds.
Not attacked by birds. Although I haven't. Did you really go, oh?
You gotta have hope, Jack. Stand by it.
Jack, you gotta have high hopes.
He was using one of those straps to climb the tree.
Oh, no. Actually, a palm frond. One of those big palm fronds.
Mm-hmm. Palm frond.
He had been holding, apparently came into contact with a power line. Oh, yep. That's sad. We just talked about, if he listened to this show yesterday, he would have known to be aware of that.
Right.
Yeah, right? Because we did the whole thing about it.
Conduit.
Joyce
DeWitt.
Oh, I love that joke.
Me too. Never get tired of it.
No, don't. Anyway, we're going to take the rest of these phone calls, and then I have the 4 erotic encounters men regret most.
I have yet to see that.
Well, because most men, you would think, don't regret any kind of sex.
Oh, I would think they do.
But there are four, and it's not less than 0 type of sex. It's 4.
I personally can't think of any sexual encounter I regret.
These are good ones. I didn't know it either, and it's about, men like that are normal and stuff. It's weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, anyway, let me push the random button. We'll
All
finish
right,
up
random
these
away.
phone calls. Here's Tanya. Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
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 You guys were talking about that Oprah show.
Yes.
I just want to say I saw that show. I was actually at work. I was working at a hospital. I was absolutely shocked what they were talking about.
Not bad.
Yeah, because we had to, we even bleeped it. So Oprah went over the little edge, but,
No,
because she's Oprah, she's allowed to.
Yeah, they did not bleep it. When I was in high school, I heard of those terms, but there were some terms in there that I could not believe. And
There was more than that?
Huh?
There was more than that?
Oh yeah. Wow. There were so many, that's what the show was about. It was
Secret slang.
sexual terms like slang for teens.
For teens. Oh, and not only that, what's really
geared
nice?
for
It's
teens.
geared towards the kids.
You know what I think it is? Here's their cover. Ready? It's to educate mothers what their children are talking about. That's going to be their angle.
It was an educational program
Right.
dealing with the medical field of sex and thus teaching the slang terms. We're Oprah Winfrey.
Medical
we'll buy
and
you.
vegetable.
And now she'll donate to the
Right.
Republican Party, and they'll leave her alone, and that's how it works in this town. Anyway, here is Laura.
All over
Hi,
towns.
Laura. I know.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi, we're good.
Yummy.
Great. They spoke with the lady. Speaking of vegetables, spoke with several young girls about sex and what they thought about it. And
Well, what shocked me, and I think I told you guys this, I was talking to a friend of mine, and her teenage daughter, they have that other optional way of having sex where you can't get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's really popular. I'm like, no way. That is something that you don't try to.
Oh, no.
Like you're in a sturdy relationship.
I just recently read that that's big.
Yeah, because you know what we're talking about, right, Jack?
Yes.
Well, don't say it.
I won't.
Only Oprah can say it.
That's right.
And we're no Oprah.
You can almost count that.
I am not big, fat, and black.
Last time I checked.
Or that rich.
Yeah. Gold-plated toilet.
Gold-plated toilet for her big ol' ass. Congratulations, Oprah. Anyway, why do you think she hasn't had kids?
Too busy spending money.
Well, she can't spend all her money. But,
No.
why do you think...
Well, I could help her.
she, even though I just, oh, thank you very much.
Not married.
I know
Right.
she's not married.
That's why she can't have kids.
But, obviously she would marry this Stedman, and he'd marry her. But I was just wondering, as much as I just said about her, she is one of those, caring, good people that, give money to South Africa and build schools, and she cares about kids and all that stuff. Why do you think she hasn't had her own children?
She hates kids.
I just think it's weird.
Do you think she's gay?
No. I don't think she's gay. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Too busy. One of those career-driven women.
And then all of a sudden, the chance to have children, it was over.
How old is she?
50.
Yeah, it's over pretty much.
Yeah, do you think that's what happened? She's just so caught up in her life, and then one day,
Although it would have been a great thing to do during sweeps.
get knocked up with a stud man.
Well, I don't know that getting knocked up is as good as getting delivering.
Oh yeah.
Oprah Winfrey delivering.
Yeah. Anyway, it just seemed weird. I was thinking that the other day. My God, she's gonna have all these billions of dollars, and she's not gonna be able to pass on the Oprah name, if you will. I know that she likes Gail a lot and her kids. So
Yes,
maybe
she
she
does.
just adopts
She's a
those.
great auntie.
All right, here is. Who did I push? I forgot. Here's Lori. Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
We're good. How are you?
I'm all right. I was listening to you talk about April Fool's jokes and playing them on your children.
Right. I was thinking about pulling one on Biz. I'm still not positive
Who's
what I'm going to
Biz?
do. Isabella.
Well, my mom had a built-in excuse to play them on me. I was supposed to be born on St. Patrick's Day, but instead I decided to wait until today. And so, being born on April Fool's Day, she thought that she deserved the right to play April Fool's jokes on me. So almost every year she did something.
Oh, the old candles you can't blow out routine.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's a good one.
Never that one. Always a little bit more creative than that. One year she teepeed my bedroom.
Yeah.
Another year she filled it up with about 200, 300 purple balloons. And another year she had my drill team instructor, my band instructor, and a whole bunch of friends teepee my house for me.
Hey, Lori, how old are you?
I am 31 today.
You know what this tells me? That you just had the world's best childhood.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, here's her mom that goes to all this effort, and at 31, she's telling us stories that happened to her in, like, grade school and high school, which tells me, like, really great things about your family.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Well, good for you, and happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, and she still likes her mom.
Well, I mean, she's 31, and she still has all those great memories of all those fun things that I really like parents that go out of their way and do fun stuff for their kids like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take that much time. Just a moment. Should have done something funny to your kid.
I always do funny stuff to my kid.
I know, but itching powder in the diaper, not funny.
Remember the joke I played on him that took 4 days in the making?
Yes, that was great.
With the ghost in the jar?
That's
great.
something right there.
You do. You are a good dad. That is so funny. I mean, sometimes I worry about him, especially when he pooed his pants.
Well, that was a little extreme scary.
Yeah.
Might have been young for that one. He's the little guy.
Yeah, I mean, that one, he was really kind of too young for that, like 6 or 7.
But aren't they sometimes
big.
mean?
I can do it.
Yeah, sometimes they're mean.
See, yeah. Isabella's 9.
Dude, last weekend, I went back into his bedroom, and I put a walkie-talkie in there and just, like, left it for hours and hours and hours, and later in the night, of course, I got him going, like, ghost stories and stuff, and then just started getting on the walkie-talkie the other one to the other room going, get out.
Oh, you'd have to peel Isabella off the ceiling.
And then all I hear is this screaming out of his room, Dad, stop it!
What? I didn't do
See,
anything.
Dad's thinking, you're a good
You
dad.
are a good dad.
You
That's
downy
too
football
funny.
coach, you.
I got the wife to play, and I went back there and said, in 2 minutes, don't ask anything, just say, get out on this walkie-talkie. And then it happens while I'm standing there, and he flips.
This is a warning. Today is April Fool's Day. Do not be fooled by moronic pranking radio DJs, co-workers, friends, or family. Beware of snapping bubblegum, objects that fall from doorways when entering a room, and the classic, hey, your shoe's untied. I repeat, this is a warning. It is April Fool's Day. Beware.
It is April Fool's Day. We just
Yes,
want
it
to aware you all. Aware you all? We're awareing you all.
Right.
I'm Jamie. Anyway, also, if you have a pig, there is no safe pig today.
Not anywhere in the world?
There is not a safe pig in the world, Dan.
Would you care to elaborate?
Well, this just handed to me. Breaking news. Jack, go ahead. Breaking news. My God. That's right. A frustrated prisoner who molested a pig when the demon from within took a hold of him has escaped jail.
No.
Yes.
A guy with a demon within has escaped?
Yes. Run, pigs, run. Yeah, it happened a while back. Happened a while back. There was this guy, 72 years old and still has the urge.
Nothing rocks like a cloven-hoofed beast.
You've been with a few of those, haven't
Yes,
you?
I have. I know the feet were fine.
Anyway, well, they were wearing those sandals.
I always love those.
Anyway, this guy, old Tom, 72 years old, was spotted standing semi-naked behind Annie, the sow.
Wow.
Anyway, I guess a mom and her daughter, they walked in the barn, and then all of a sudden they saw this guy like crouched down behind the pig, and they realized what is happening, and they called police, and he was interviewed by a psychiatrist, this Tom guy was, and he says, quote, "I was frustrated and I wasn't thinking right. The demon that was in me took a hold of me."
So
Now,
I took a hold of the pig.
I've been known to have a few demons of my own, but none of which have told me to, go for that other white meat. I mean, it makes me like break up with boyfriends or say mean things to boys, but wow, there's nothing says loving like
something without stuffing.
Jack, ever? No. Anyway, so he's on the loose. They don't know where he is, but they're looking barn to barn. Or in my neighbor's backyard in San Dimas. Don't ask me. They have a pig. I don't think they like it. It was just a bad idea. Now they have to take care of it.
Your neighbor in San Dimas?
Not my neighbor. My girlfriend and her husband. They have a huge Miss Piggy.
Was it supposed to be one of those pot-belly pigs and they got taken?
It's just a big, fat pig, and it stinks.
You better hope that's not the actual neighbor.
And they bought a humongous one of those dog igloos for it, and it won't go in there because it's too fat.
Well, that's just sad.
And now they're stuck with it because nobody wants a big, fat pig.
Right. I mean, they weigh 100, except maybe Nathan.
Now they have to pay for a vet to come out and, saw its hooves down or whatever they do. And I don't know. The other day he had some kind of problem.
Right.
And you're just stuck with it. What do? You got a big pig.
Well, you know what I'd do?
Well,
I'd kill it and eat it.
Yeah, right. I don't think that you feel right when you do that. Something about when it's a pet.
It's a pig.
It's like even when we caught a soft-shelled turtle and my dad had us eat it, I felt wrong.
Your dad had you eat a soft-shelled turtle?
Yeah.
Just right out of the pond?
We caught it. Well, we accidentally hooked it, and it's whatever that thing is in its mouth right here, whatever that area is. And so, yeah, he cleaned it, and we ate it.
How do you clean a soft-shelled turtle?
I'll ask him.
Well, I didn't mean to necessarily make you have to put the poor man out. He's got a sore knee.
Now he's going to think it's an April Fool's Day joke.
Not if he really cleaned a soft-shelled turtle.
He did. We ate it. Cleaned it under the carport. It was nasty. I felt like it was our friend.
How big was it?
It was pretty big.
Like a football size or
Yeah,
a frisbee
football.
size?
Football.
I mean, turtle's good eating.
I don't know. What? It's what? Why?
Was it?
Yeah, it's like football. Hey, maybe Bob's getting some action with the old...
Hey, stop right
Whoa.
there. This is therapy.
That's the name of my dad's cabin, therapy.
Huh.
After my mom died, he needed a little therapy. And so he said, I don't need no goddamn therapy. I'll just buy this cabin. And so now he sits out there alone and fishes and makes bombs.
Does he do...
We're convinced of it.
Does he do funny messages on his answering machine?
Oh, yeah. Don't all parents, when they reach like after 60 or something,
my mom's new one is...
Hello?
My answering machine and I aren't speaking. You talk to it.
Oh!